Hi, everyone. So I received a very legitimate question today about our writing project one and our schedule. And the question was, we know when the due date for our personal essay is. When is the starting date? When do we start writing this essay? And that is very relevant, especially for younger students coming out of high school, because they have been exposed to so many timed writing tests or timed writing that they reasonably think that there's going to be a starting date. But let me tell you how it works here. Writing takes time. It takes, it's not linear, it's messy. We go back and forth. We start at the beginning, we write, and then we go back and we adjust the beginning. It's a process, and that's great. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's how effective writing happens. It's messy, it's awkward, it's hard, and all of those things. Just because it's hard and awkward and messy doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. But, so I'm right here. Let me explain. I'm right here on our opening page, and I want to explain how kind of the process works here. So I've added a shortcut to the instructions for our personal essay. Read those over carefully. Remember, this is a personal essay on that is going to be anchored by an experience that has something to do with reading or writing. This could have happened, when you were very young. It could have happened last week. Just something that you experienced that you can now reflect on and look at the meaning of it or how it affected you and how it still kind of whispers in your ear and affects your experience with writing or reading. So that's the personal essay. If we go in here to our first module, this first module, so these first 2 weeks, and I know this is fast because this is an accelerated class. This is just an 8-week class. But so we have 2 weeks to work on this essay. As soon as you get one of those assignments, as soon as you read it over, start thinking and start writing notes. Okay, it doesn't have to be pretty, just start thinking about what are my experiences, what is an experience that and it doesn't have to be a big, fireworks in Disneyland kind of experience. It can be a book that meant something to you. It can be an assignment. It can be, excuse me, reading the back of a cereal box when you were little. It can be playing the ABC game with your family on road trips and how that influenced you. It can be reading with a friend or reading with a family and how that influenced you, or the lack of being able to do that. So it doesn't have to be a big story, a big event to be meaningful. In fact, the more mundane and everyday it is, the better, because your audience, your reader, is going to be able to relate to that. So anyway, as soon as you get an assignment, start writing down those notes. Pick that anchoring story. Start thinking about how it's meaningful. Start describing it, writing it out as a story so your reader can envision it as they are reading. And so you're going to write that down. Start writing right away. Now, as the weeks progress, we are going to have smaller assignments. They're called scaffolding assignments that will help you kind of practice different skills or different processes that will help you write that essay. Those will be going on at the same time. Don't think that you have to finish these smaller assignments before you start the actual essay. You're going to be writing both at the same time, and you're going to be looking ahead to see when this final due date is, to see when the peer review is, and kind of managing your time, thinking, okay, I want to get at least this done by this date. I want to get this done by this date. So that at the end of week 2, when we get into the peer review and the final submission, you'll be ready to submit your project. So again, we're starting to write right now. Start writing your notes and start getting things down on paper. Reach out if you have any other questions. That was a good one, and I wanted to address it for everyone. All right, have a great day.